There's a moment of brokenness that often precedes every moment of healing. There's a moment of brokenness that follows every moment of healing. The Israelites feared for their lives on one side of the Red Sea, the Sea of Reeds. For them to make it through to the other and be saved, what had to happen? A sea that was whole had to be torn apart into two pieces so that the Israelites could walk through. Wholeness was broken so that healing could come. And when the parts went back together, the Israelites were saved, but the Egyptians died. Pharaoh and his armies drowned in the water. There's a midrash that many of you may know where when the angels, God's angelic hosts, started to sing Micha Mocha, a joyous prayer, thanking God for healing, for bringing the Israelites to safety, God's self rebuked them and said, "How can you sing when some of my creatures have just died?" That we're all God's creatures. With every moment that we feel wholeness, there are people out there that feel brokenness. That should give us pause and remind us to reach out. And yet, whenever we feel broken, let us remember that there are people who feel whole. And let that provide us with hope. That wholeness will come to us soon too. So whenever we gather together, we sing a prayer asking that those with brokenness in their lives find wholeness and peace and healing. Some of you here are asking for blessings of healing for your loved ones, people who are suffered with diseases of cancer and pneumonia and leukemia and worse. Facing surgeries that are terrifying, procedures that scare you. Some in this room are struggling to make it through the darkness of depression or the brokenness that this financial crisis has brought. There are people thinking about miscarriages and addictions and relationships breaking apart and homes breaking apart. And more and more and more. Wholeness is possible. The waters will return to goodness. But it will take us time to get there. So as we reach out a hand to hold others up, we reach out our hearts in words of prayer. We sing together.